Well, good afternoon. Here we are. I am way behind on showing you what I have been up to. There's not too much to report on the interior. Having issues in here with the neutral safety switch that was in there, the park safety switch, whichever one you want to call it, for the old column. Without it hooked up, it's a dead issue. The key won't work. Tried touching them together, they get it to work, and they just get way too hot. So we're going to install an actual switch, push button switch, somewhere here on the dash. I don't really want to do it, but oh well, it's just the way it's going to have to be, I guess. I'll play with it some more. I still haven't done anything with the wiring, but I've got my board around here somewhere and it's got all my stuff on it. I'm going to order up a switch for the tank back here. They've got aftermarket ones that are electronic, and they're easy setup and easy to go. I don't know, I'm not too sure how much capacity that is, but I'm hoping around 40 to 50 gallons I'll be carrying just in fuel, so I won't need to have a fuel stop very often. I did get it running. We got it fired up and ran into an issue. This new fuel sending unit here, it actually has a fuel pump in it, and so that's why the jerry rig of wires and stuff trying to figure out what goes to what. And I already knew that this wire here was for the actual fuel gauge, but these two were not even in use. And we'll walk over here and I'll show you the setup that was in here. I don't think I got any pictures of it, but we'll take a gander at it. Anyway, here's the old one. The rust on it's just horrible. I have no idea how much is in that tank, but there's a new filter on the bottom. I thought about dropping the tank, but I'm afraid as rusted up as everything is, the straps will break. So we're just going to kind of go with it. But you hook up the fuel pump, get it to the lift pump, and the thing will fire up and run. This is the old one, but everything's just so nasty, rusted, and forget it. I ain't going to use it. As you can see, got the front clip on there. It's just sitting there right now. I still have yet to finish up the body lines. This is still shoved too far back. I need to fix that and get the bolt put inside. That's inside the framework here, and get that started, so that way it'll help me get everything lined up where it was. Ran into an issue. Sorry about the radiator in the way. I should have moved that. But I got heater hoses hooked up with the new valve. Works fine. There's a little more money I wanted to spend. I think it was $20 for that stupid valve, which there's nothing to it, but 20 bucks. Then you move over here to the tubes to hook up the intercooler, and everything's kind of in a bind. I really needed some 45 angles excuse me, but I got on eBay and they sell 45-degree boots. So I'm going to put 45-degree boots on here, shorten up the steel, and put it back together, and it should sit in there pretty nice. The radiator, I've got a cross piece in here. I already have 2 holes punched in it for the radiator sit in. I'm going to try to run 2 fans in here. One will be about here, and the other one's going to have to sit down in that corner, 2 10 inches. Another eBay deal, 30 bucks for 2, free shipping, and that's probably going to be put on a switch because I don't like the other sensors and stuff like that. I've got this all mounted up in here. I do have some pictures of it gutted. I'll put those up, but I've already got it drilled, and the only thing I got left to do is anchor the thing. I'm going to change this out. These are just temporary. I'm going to build some steel ones that fit up in here with some pipe and flat washers, and then I'll put a small 2 small boots top and bottom, and it'll build that, make it level. This might already be in a video, I'm not sure, but I fixed the steering on it. I might have mentioned in previous videos about how it only turned tight. It turned really tight one way and not the other. Well, whoever decided to fix that, they didn't do it right, so I came up with something else and another idea and fixed it. I had to cut and re-weld it, but it worked. You can see that new weld in there, and it seems to be pretty solid. We'll find out. Hopefully later today we're going to go on a drive. But brakes are all hooked up. I've already got fluid in all the master cylinder, the calipers, and in the back. I'm going to get help to bleed that out today, I hope. Ran into an issue with the fuel line. There's a hole punched in it, and I don't know if I got an ember in it from welding or if it's just old, and it wouldn't hold the pressure of the fuel pump, because if I hook up this fuel pump, it starts spraying diesel fuel everywhere. And we worked on this thing forever trying to get the fuel to come back up to the lift pump, and just couldn't get it. And the reason being is because it was sucking air. So I've already got that apart, and we're ready to I got some fuel, regular, just gasoline fuel line around here somewhere. I don't know where I put the stuff. Anyway, the fitting that was in there was designed for that plastic clips, and I took it and changed it out. And this piece is going to go in the rear. It just there's an O-ring in there, and you put that on the plastic over here. You pull this out and pop that off, and then there's an O-ring, that's extra O-ring stuffed in there, and you put it back in here, you shove it on, it clicks on. It should seal it. Let's hope anyway. I talked with a buddy of mine, he's done this, and he runs both, the lift pump and the electric pump, because his was a Chevy that had a fuel injected 350, and he took it out and dropped a Cummins in it, and he just never disconnected the fuel pump. He just runs both, and he says he doesn't have no problems with it. So anyway, that's where we're at. I still have wiring to go through. A little bit back here, I got to find my I think I accidentally wrapped up all of my fuel stuff in this mob right here, so I got to bust that back open and see where it's at, because I can't seem to find it for the fuel gauge, so I can wire the fuel gauge. And in the old kit there is I'm hoping that there's some switched wires in here for the fuel pump, and I can just wire it direct into there, and that way I can have it switched. If it doesn't work, then I can just I'm hoping that it'll draw around the fuel pump up to the lift pump, and if the lift pump ever goes bad, then I've got backup using the thing. Here's my fuel line, but I don't know what I did with that piece. Well, I'll find it later. Oh well. I hope I didn't lose it, because I need that. Anyway, that's where we're at. Leave a comment, question. Some I've already got, and trying to help people out with these conversions and whatnot. And I still have to order my steering wheel. I haven't got to that yet. Just got back from vacation, and I've just been busy. And anyhow, that's where we're at. And like I said, leave a comment. We'll chat with you later.